Joy through struggles. How do you keep going when life gets really tough for you? I want to start this video with a quote about resilience. Resilience is not about avoiding life storms. It's about learning how to dance in the rain and emerge stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. I'm Danae Woods, and I know that life gets tough. And it's easy to get bogged down in negativity and feel like everything and everybody is against you. But what if I told you it's possible to find joy even in the midst of struggle? Would you believe me? It sounds counterintuitive, I know, but trust me, it's not only possible, it's necessary to our well-being. When we focus on finding joy, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities and perspectives that can help us navigate even the toughest times. We've all been there. I have, you have, stressing about work-related issues, family relationships, or simply feeling overwhelmed by all the demands of everyday life. It's like the whole world is leaning on you. These feelings of stress and anxiety can be very overwhelming, making it hard for you to see the way forward. You might feel like you're stuck in a rut, and there's no escape from the constant worry and the fears, and it's on your mind and it's on repeat, and it's going over and over and over. But here's the thing about that. We don't have to stay in those emotions. We can choose to rise above them and to find a sense of joy and peace even in the darkest times. It's easy to say, just be positive, but it's not that simple. It takes work, it takes effort, and it takes a willingness to change our mindset. The great news is, you can do it. We can learn to reframe our thinking, focus on the good, and to find a silver lining in even the most difficult situation. I experienced a very challenging situation that affected my nerves on the left side. It was extremely, can I tell you, extremely painful. It impacted my eating, it impacted my speech, and it impacted my sleep. And I was just literally a mess. Many days I wondered, will I ever return to eating normal, talking normal, or sleeping throughout the night? And then the flip side of it, the prescriptions that I received, they did not make me feel better. As a matter of fact, it didn't take away the pain. One of them caused the pain to be more intense. Crazy, right? I felt very lethargic. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't have any motivation, and joy was nowhere on my mind. It wasn't in my vocabulary. As a matter of fact, I forgot about the word altogether. But through time, and I won't take you through the whole process because it was a process. In time, I decided to go and do acupuncture. Saved my life. Yes, it did. It helped me to wake up in the morning and be hopeful. Wake up in the morning and say, okay, this is going to be a really good day for me. Or wake up and say, I'm going to make this a great day. I'm going to push through the pain. I'm going to push through the negativity. I'm going to push through the voices of doubt and fear. I am going to push through. And what I was able to then do to at least hold a thought. Because the other side of that, the medication also caused me not to focus. I wasn't anxious. I couldn't focus. I couldn't hold a point. I couldn't hold a thought. It was crazy. Now I was able to hold a thought. I was able to say a prayer, listen to an audio scripture reading. I was able to practice on a very small scale my spiritual practices. One of the things that really helped me to open my eyes and to give me more appreciation for where I was is gratitude. I remember one day saying, I'm another day closer to being healed. Today is a better day than 3 days ago. The afternoon is better than this morning when the pain was intense. So I began to be grateful for the small things, grateful that I could talk a little bit better, kind of a mumble, but I had volume, which was great. I also remember the day, this was important, that I was able to eat a piece of fruit, like a grape, right? A banana. I couldn't do apples, not at that point, but I did the soft fruits, and they tasted so wonderful, so good. And of course, my favorite, mango, that made me happy. Made me dance around, and it was a oh happy day. And then I was able to enjoy a full night's rest. I could move into the joy. So I started finding joy in wanting to get up in the morning. I began to find joy in wanting to eat because I was at a point that I didn't want to eat and I couldn't eat, and that was not a good thing for me, to not want to eat and to not eat. So I began to find joy in what seemed to be the ordinary things, but it was really critical for me at that time to keep going. Question for you: how do you maintain positivity during a challenging, tough time? Like I said, for me, it was prayer, meditation, mindfulness. Silence was my superpower, and it still is. Gratitude practices. It was about being present in the moment. So I no longer focused on what's the rest of the week going to be like, what's tomorrow going to be like. I started focusing, honing in on the present moment, focusing on my breathing. That was very helpful. And letting go of the fears and the doubt that weighed me down. It was about gratitude and taking time to reflect on beautiful things. So what's the takeaway from all of this? It's that joy is inside of you. It's not external, it's internal. And it's there not only in the happiness, but also in the challenges. It's not about ignoring what's happening or pretending that everything is okay. No, no. It's about acknowledging the conflict, acknowledging the challenge, and choosing to find joy in spite of that. Real joy is about recognizing that no matter where you started or what you've been through, you have the power to create the life that you want. Joy is the feeling you get when you rise above the setbacks, push through the pain, finally seeing the fruits of your work and your faith. Joy also comes when we stop worrying about what people say you can't do and start believing in your power and what God can do through you. It's not about living perfectly. It is about embracing the imperfections and laughing at the mistakes and keeping your head up. No matter how many times you fall, joy is there for you. Real joy is rooted in gratitude and being grateful for what you have and staying hungry for more. In the words of Les Brown, he said, "Y'all gotta be hungry." Joy is also found in giving back. During that time of challenge for me, while I wasn't able to talk, I would send a text to people to encourage them I couldn't talk to them, but I could certainly utilize my phone and send them a text message. That's the gratitude piece. Gratitude is really, really important. But at the end of the day, real joy comes from trusting that God has your back, even when you can't see how things are going to work out. Joy is living your life with confidence, resilience, and a sense of humor. Because if you ain't laughing by now, you are missing the whole point. Thank you for listening. Leave a comment and live in joy.